Public safety and saving taxpayers' money are the goals behind an audit of the state's sex offender supervised release program. Stories by Fox 11 Investigates last year prompted the audit, and this morning Mark Leland is here with new developments he uncovered from that audit, and that could be costing taxpayers big. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning to you. It certainly could be costing big. The Legislative Audit Bureau made recommendations to the Department of Health Services last year, but one recommendation we found has gone nowhere, and it's potentially costing taxpayers about $500,000 a year.
Many convicted sex offenders after serving their prison time are set free.
Those who pose a continued danger are committed to the Sandridge Treatment Center here in Mauston. It is here they're held behind secured walls and barbed wire fences.
But after treatment and counseling, some are then placed on supervised release in rented homes like this one across the state at taxpayer expense. It is their transition back into society. The catch is, even when they no longer need to be held, they can stay in these state-paid rentals forever. State Statute 980 says it is up to the sex offenders in the supervised release program to file a petition with the court in order to be released.
This is going to be a thorny thing. Someone doesn't want to leave, and the statutes say they don't have to leave.
You see, on average, sex offenders are housed in rental homes like this one for 2.5 years before they file a petition to be released, and it's granted. But 4 out of the 33 sex offenders currently in the program have lived in rental homes for more than 5 years.
Each year, the cost is roughly $116,000 for each sex offender in the program. And through court records, we discovered this man has been on supervised release for more than 9 years.
I think we see that a lot in corrections. People get used to being in the system, and it's challenging to come out.
And so whose problem is it then? It comes down to the taxpayers will continue to pay for it because it's a convenient lifestyle.
Jack Leckler is a concerned taxpayer that spoke out about the cost paid to house sex offenders at the Legislative Audit Committee hearing last year. He remains frustrated by the lack of action being taken in Madison.
Let's see who takes the bull by the horns, and nothing happens.
In the audit done last year, DHS officials were asked to come up with alternative ways to facilitate the release of a sex offender in the program who is no longer considered a public threat. DHS declined, basically saying it's up to the legislature to make that change in the law. Rachel?
Something struck me in your story. These convicted sex offenders in the program could have us, the taxpayers, paying for their living expenses forever?
Forever. The way that the state law is right now, it could last forever. That's the way it is now. I asked State Senator Rob Coles what he plans to do about it since he's the one that ordered that audit in the first place. I'll have more from him tonight on Fox 11 News at 5 and 9.